So I just wanted to start off by thanking my mom because she's invested a lot of time into me, and it's not always time that she's had to give, but she managed to at the same time, and she's always supported me through every step of the way, and I'm really just thankful for her and all that she's done in my life. I definitely wouldn't be here where I am without her. She's really taken a lot of roles in my life that, not just the mother role. So, and that's really, she's been a really huge factor in who I am and what I am today. Next, I wanted to thank my leaders. From the moment I stepped into the youth group, they've been constantly devoted into making me become the person I am today and just furthering my education and really just furthering my relationship in Christ and my knowledge of Christ. And starting in 7th grade with Mr. Toxie and Luke till now in senior year, where I've gone through so many amazing leaders. It's just been really huge for them to work in me the way that they have, no matter what. Like if I were to miss a Sunday, it wasn't like they changed the next Sunday they were there. Like they've always been there for me, and I'm really thankful for that. And I'm thankful for the constant efforts that have made me the young man that I am today. Mr. Bryan, where do I start? So from the moment that I was in 7th grade, just an annoying little 7th grader running around in here, not really paying attention in the services, or, just here, but not for the right reasons. You've never given up on investing in me, and I'm forever grateful for that. You've really, like when I say no matter what, it's no matter what. Like from the time that I was running around getting hit in the head with a ping pong paddle and bleeding out to now where I'm invested and actually here for the right reasons because of the efforts that you've put in. I can't thank you enough, really. And you've always been there for me when I needed to gain some wisdom or just talk to someone. You've been here for me, and it means a lot. You've definitely helped become the young Christian man I am today in so many ways, and I will forever have a role model to look up to, and I'm really thankful for that. You've, through D group, through youth services, through Sunday school classes, through just everything, just all that you've invested in me, I can't really thank you enough.
So growing up, especially once I got into high school, my parents gave me a lot of no's that I really wasn't expecting, but looking back, I'm really glad that they told me no, because there were some instances where if I would have gotten a yes, there's no telling what could have happened. And I'm just thankful that they're wiser than me, even though I thought I knew everything. I'm really glad that they went ahead of me and they saw it through before I could see it through, because I couldn't see the bigger picture. I just saw what was in front of me. I couldn't see how it would lead to things down the road. And also, they did a lot for me, and I guess, like we've been talking about lately, how if you have Christian parents, sometimes you can take that blessing as a curse, and I feel like now that I'm older, I definitely take it as a blessing instead of a curse. So I'm really grateful for them for that aspect of it. I would say to my fellow seniors that I'm really grateful for all of the time in Awana and Kingdom Kids and GAs growing up. We had a lot of fun, and I have a lot of memories, especially Miss Michelle yelling at us for talking too much. And it's just a lot of fun, and I'm really glad that I got to grow up with y'all, and I love y'all. And even though we just finished school, now we have more school, so congrats, guys. I would probably say to future seniors, like everybody in the youth group, that this day is coming faster than you think it would. Literally yesterday, I feel like I was getting picked up by the seniors when I was in 6th grade to come to youth group for the very first time, and I just did that and picked up all the 6th graders. So it's kind of crazy to think about how fast time flies. But I would just say don't take for granted, especially your parents and your youth leaders. They put in a lot of time for you, and they're here day in and day out trying to make sure that we're okay and that we're being counseled. And I would also say that on Wednesday nights, it's like a good time for us to be here. Like, don't miss out on what Pastor B has to say, and don't miss out on any like trips or anything like that. Like, I know a lot of times people are like, oh, I don't want to go, but every time that I've been, I've never regretted going. So I would just say to take advantage of what all we have here, because we really have a lot of opportunities, and we should take advantage of them and not just be like, oh, I don't feel like going. That's what I would say. Even though many of my youth leaders have came and went throughout the years, I'm really grateful for the time that I've had in youth. And I would say like the number one thing that I'm really appreciative of is Sunday school. Whether it be about money, college, the gospel, apologetics, anything like that, defending your faith, all of that has been really helpful to me. I can see it like at school and just in real life or anything. I really feel prepared to go out into the real world because of all the Sunday school classes that we've had. Like right now we're in the college experience class, and I'm really getting a lot out of that. And I just feel like Sunday school is a really good place to be, especially they really prepare us for the real world, and I'm really grateful for that. And I'm also grateful for my youth leaders when we go on church trips. I feel like I can talk to them, and I know that they're like really here for us, and they really put in a lot of time for us to be here. And also any trip that we go on, mission trips, anything, you can really tell that they're pouring out their hearts for us, and they really want us to grow. So I'm just grateful that they put their time in for us, because they could literally be anywhere else and they're here. So I would say that I'm most thankful for Sunday school and the time that they put in for us, especially because we're going to use all that stuff that we learn. Like, it's not for no reason. So I'm really grateful for that. To Brad, I would probably say like I'm really grateful for him, because he always tells us that we'll never regret obedience, and he really means that. And I know that he's been there before, and he knows everything that we're going through. Like, just because he's older now, like he was a teenager and he did go through everything that we've been through. And he wants the best for us, and he's like a second dad to me and a second dad to all of us, really. That's why his name is Brad, because it's Brian and Dad combined, in case y'all didn't know that. And also, he just puts in so much time for his sermons on Wednesday, and even Sunday school. He teaches a Sunday school class, and he's a youth pastor. Like, you don't really get that at any other church. Like, he just puts in a lot of time and effort for us, and he'll just text me on a random day and scare me to death wanting something, but I know that I'm never going to regret anything that he wants me to do, because he wants the best for all of us, and he really wants us to step outside of our comfort zone. And even though like I know some of us don't really appreciate when he wants us to step outside our comfort zone, but it's so rewarding when we do. Like this video, for instance, it's kind of scary, but it's so rewarding to see like every video, like how it's gonna impact people around us. Like, I'm just really grateful for Brad and this youth group and everybody that's involved. Like, they really spend so much time on us, and I'm just thankful for everyone.
Well, first I want to thank my parents because they've pushed me to be the best person that I could be in many ways, like academically. Like, they've given me really any resources that I could need to do something. Like, if I wanted to do something that needed like an extra class, they could make sure that I could do the extra class, just, you know, so that way I could be the best academically. And they've also pushed me a lot spiritually. They've challenged me in many ways, and you know, I really just thank them for that. And like they've supported me in everything that I've done, and even if they didn't necessarily like it the most, like every single volleyball game I had, my parents came to, which is a big commitment to make, but you know, I'm just really glad that they could be there for that. And they've just taught me so many things about myself and about how I should be. Like, they've taught me, you know, that you need to be kind and compassionate and, you know, just love everyone and not be quick to judge and everything like that. And so I really thank them for that as well. And I'm also thankful for all of the leaders that have impacted me. Specifically Kayla, she's had the most impact, I think, on my life. She's just such a good role model and spiritual leader, and I really look to her as like a big sister. She's also supported me in everything that I've done, and she's just had a really big impact on my spiritual life and challenging me in so many different ways. And she's just shown me like the position that I want to be in whenever I'm her age. I want to have that impact and influence on other girls like she's had on me, just because I know how much it means to me and how much it means to her. I have to thank Addie because she is my best friend and my little sister all in one. She's honestly probably had the most impact on me out of all of these people, just because we're around each other 24/7, and we share stuff with each other that, you know, we don't tell anybody else, not even our parents. And she is just the perfect example of a disciple and someone who's living their life for God. And most of the times, you know, a little sister's supposed to look up to their big sister, but I just look up to Addison just because she is that awesome. She just has that much of an impact on me, and I just see how she lives her life, and that really encourages me to do the same, you know. And even if we fight sometimes, at the end of the day, I know that she just has my best interest at heart, and she supports me just like my parents do, that she probably pushes me the most out of all of them. She pushes my patience a lot. She's probably the one that, you know, but yeah, she's my best friend. And I'm really glad for the opportunity that I got to come here and be a part of this youth group. It has changed my life for the better, 100%. I love everyone here, and I'm sad to go.
So first I want to thank all the leaders in the youth group. Thank you for being there for us, for guiding us and teaching us, and thank you for loving us and giving up your time to point us to God. I want to thank Mr. Bryan for being such a wonderful youth pastor. Thank you for going out of your way to teach us about God and to discipline us and to plan all of the awesome youth trips. Thank you for pouring into us and loving us and just really caring about us. I want to thank my friends and siblings for being there for me. Thank you for being people that I can relate to, laugh and joke with, and grow with. Love you guys. And most importantly, I want to thank my mom and my dad for everything and for being the best parents I could ever ask for. Thank you for loving me and pointing me to God, for always providing for me. Thank you for being the best role models and for teaching me just about everything that I know. Thank you for calming me down, comforting me, and helping me get through and learn from the hardest things I've ever had to deal with so far. I know I don't say this enough, but I'm so thankful and blessed to have you as my parents. I love you. Lastly, I want to thank all my family, friends, and leaders in advance for being there for me in the craziness I'm about to cannonball into. Thank you, and I love you guys.
So I'd like to start this speech by giving special thanks to my parents. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for their commitment and contributions, for everything they've done for me. I want to give special thanks to my dad for just being the great father figure in my life and for just being the provider of my family. And to my mom, you're my hero. There's no other person I admire than you. You're the strongest woman that I've met, and time over time you have overcome adversity in life, and you've raised me into the son that I am today. And I'm so thankful for you, and there's no better role model that I can ask for. You inspire me and you push me to be the best that I can be each day, and I'm so proud to call you my mother. And to my siblings, oh boy, I don't know where to start. Since at a young age I've grown with y'all, and y'all have taught me so much. I've learned a lot. I learned how to be patient and just, you know, get along with y'all. It's just y'all taught me so much responsibility, and I couldn't ask for better siblings, regardless of how bad y'all can be at times. I love y'all, and y'all can count on me for whatever y'all need. I would like to thank the community at Micah Memorial for being so awesome to me. I want to give a special thanks to my beautiful girlfriend Sammy for introducing me to her church, and for everyone that welcomed me with open arms. Taking part of the youth group has been one of the best things that I've done and grew my faith with Christ. It's nice to know that here at Micah Memorial you have a community that you can rely on. You have that sense of accountability, and it's just so wonderful to be part of it. I also want to give a special thanks to all the youth group leaders for being there for me, for the few that I've met, and just, you know, being so dedicated and committed to their students. My message to any future seniors is enjoy the moment. Don't take anything for granted, because time flies so fast. So just enjoy every single moment, every opportunity that you get. I'm honor God above everything, and then honor your parents. I promise you, this is one of the best things you can do for yourself as a Christian. Another advice that I have, do not settle in whatever you do, whether it's worship, sports, school. Don't stop, just keep going. And any adversity that you face in life, thank God, because He's putting you in those positions not to test you, but to grow you and make you stronger as a person. As James chapter 1, verses 2-4 says, "Consider it pure joy, my brothers, whenever you face trials of many kinds, so you may mature and be complete." So just know that there's a Lord with you at all times. Whether you're stressing, whether you're anxious about something, just know that you have people around your life that God has placed. And you can always count on the Lord. So for you, Mr. Brian, I just want to tell you that I appreciate you for everything that you've done over the past 2 years that I've known you. I'm so thankful for all the time that you've worshiped and shared your words of wisdoms. It helped me a lot. I grew a lot from just listening to you. I became more engaged, more serious, and more committed with my relationship with Christ. And I couldn't thank you for more than that. But most importantly, I want to thank you for pushing me out of my comfort zone and guiding me in the right direction as a disciple of Christ. And last but not least, it's an honor to share the same name with you.
To my mom, you are the strongest lady I know. Thank you for being my best friend growing up and raising me into the woman I am today. Thank you for being the godly example I've had my entire life. You inspire me so much and push me every day to do better. Thank you for the endless laughs and jokes. You have always been there to pick me up when I fall and motivate me to keep pushing. You have been the best you can for our family, and I can't thank you enough for that. To my dad, you have been the best dad I could have asked for. All the great memories we've had, from hunting to camping to just overall family trips. You've made it happen, and you've always made sure your girls were good. Thank you for taking care of us. We were a handful, and I know it got tiring sometimes, but you never gave up on us. Thank you for showing me what a real man is. Jody and Kelsey, I don't even know where to start with this one, but y'all have been amazing sisters. Through all the fights to laughing together, I knew I could always count on y'all. Y'all have always been there for me on good days and bad days. I wouldn't trade y'all for anything. Y'all have been the sisters I can count on when anything goes wrong. Jody, I've loved watching you grow into the woman and mom that you are now. Kelsey, you have made me so proud. You have never given up and always continue to push yourself for better daily. Y'all both make me very proud. To all the senior girls, most of us grew up in this church together and have seen every side of each other. We have been through so much together, but in the end, always stick together. Y'all have shown me so much and grown so much through the church. Thank you for all the memories together and the late nights getting yelled at on the youth trips for being too loud. To the senior boys, y'all are the brothers I never had. To the endless jokes and to the bullying the girls get from y'all. It's never a dull moment with y'all. And Abby, you have been my best friend since I can remember. You have always been someone I could run to when anything happens, and you listen to me. You are always making me laugh, and I love the relationship we have. Thank you for the endless laughs, maybe not laughing to where I pee myself, but it's all good. Me, you, and Sam were always the loudest ones, and we're always getting on people's nerves, but we have grown so much together through the years, and I can't wait to see what y'all's lives have in store for y'all. To Brian and Suzanne, y'all have been great leaders, but not only leaders, but have been a great family to us. We couldn't thank y'all more for everything y'all have done for us. Y'all were the first ones there when things were happening with my grandma, making sure my family was okay and making sure we had everything we needed. Thank y'all for motivating me to not only be a better person, but also a better person for Jesus. And to Toxie, we have had some crazy experiences together, but I want to thank you for teaching me a lot about being grateful for what we have and showing me how to be a great leader. We have always been close through the Sioux mission trips, and we have seen so much together. Thank you for the endless talks down dirt roads to pick kids up, to all the laughs we had with the kids.
So I want to start off by saying I'm thankful for everyone in my life who's helped me to get to where I am and all the blessings that I have. And to my mom, thank you for always being my biggest supporter no matter what. And thank you for making sure that I always made it to all my cheer events and all my practices and all the late nights that we went through. It really meant a lot to me. And thank you for teaching me how to love others first and put everyone in front of myself and not be selfish. I hope that one day I'm able to love people the way that you are. Whenever I was having a bad day, your letters that you wrote to me always meant so much, and I keep them all and I read them when I have bad days. Dear Dad, thank you for showing me to never give up on myself and believing in me when no one else could. Thank you for always making sure I had what I needed and going above and beyond. Thank you for always telling me what I needed to hear and not what I wanted to hear. I'm sorry for all those times I wrecked my car and you had to come out in the rain and fix it, and I will always be thankful for that. Thank you for teaching me it's okay to make mistakes in life and picking myself back up. It means so much to me how you show me that you'll love me no matter what. Dear Madison, thank you for being one of my best friends growing up. I know we had our moments and our fights, but I wouldn't have anyone else as my sister. Thank you for always helping me with my schoolwork and showing me to always work hard for what I wanted. I will always look up to you and you will always be a role model. I may not have shown it much, but I missed you so much when you moved out of the house. I really did miss you when you moved out, and I can't wait to see what life holds for you. I'm so proud of you. I would also like to thank everyone who has helped me get to where I am today. I love y'all.
All right, this is to Mom and Dad. Thank you. Thank you for everything you've done, for being supportive, loving, caring, and the best role models that anybody can ask for. Thank you for showing me what it means to not only be a Christian, but also what the daily walk is. And for all the opportunities that you've given me to prove myself and all the late night talks that we've needed and the countless hours and resources into making me who I am today. Thank you for instilling this amazing mindset of no matter how hard it gets, keep your eyes on God and love always. I love y'all. To Tyler, where to begin? Thank you for being the older sibling that I needed to give me the examples of what to do and also what not to do. Thank you for those early morning dance parties in your car on the way to school. Thank you for always having my back. And it's a proven fact, I'm the better looking brother. Love you. And to Papaw, thank you for being one of my best friends, somebody that I can always talk to when things feel so far out of reach. Thank you for all the teaching and constant love throughout these past years and the constant talks at your kitchen table about the questions I have and about the things in the Bible and how I should handle situations. Remember, you mess with the bull, you get the horns. I know you'll always be there for me, and I hope I can always be there for you. Pastor Brian, Mr. Luke, Zach, and Mr. Kevin, thank you for pushing me out of my comfort zone and constantly pouring into me and making me who I am. Family, youth leaders, and everybody else that I've missed, thank you for all the constant support and love that you've given me over these past few years. I love y'all.